just like this school zone, is there ever a time you ever should slow down?
You slow down when you die. Before that, you gotta keep going, baby. That's why you're born. The hardest part about life is being born. Everything else is just have fun. No matter what happens. You can't change the past. You can only change now. The future, you don't know. Prepare, be ready for it, but we don't know. This moment right here, right now, we gotta go. Anyways, to this appointment, we are going to this guy that their septic backed up. If you don't live in the country, you don't know what private septic is. Private septic is basically your poop goes behind your backyard in a special box. Somehow, some way, that stuff backed up into his house, into the basement, and it made a mess, and somebody else went to clean it up, and now we're there to give him a quote to patch it up and make it better. It happens in the city too. If you live in the city, even if you have public septic, that also can back up. To clarify, doesn't mean that you have a private septic that is going to happen to you. And it happens to one of my friends. It failed. Excuse me before we crash. Bro, girl, relax. Yeah, so there was like a little flap. Okay, this is the city, and the flap closes. The city backs up or something, the poop doesn't go to your house, so it's a little flap. So that little flap failed. So when the city backed up for some reason, it rained too much or something, the poop went back to my friend's house. We are about 47 minutes late for this appointment. Thanks to Chris, my videographer. We got there late.
I'm sick, okay?
Nah, just kidding. I forgot about it. This is a nice little hidden neighborhood around here. Ooh, somebody's doing a remodel job. Big old trash can. Where is he? That is where we go to pretty cool places.
Well, even later, he went to the wrong house.
Yes, we did. And right now, tensions are high everywhere. People getting shot, knocking out the wrong door. Oh no, oh, so this is the basement stuff. Oh my God. What a pain, bro. This is painful. Welcome home. That is a very sad situation that can happen to anyone. A sewage backup in that basement, especially if you have a lot of expensive stuff. They literally had to throw away all their beds, clothing, probably shoes. It's a very sad situation to be in. They're going through the process, which is through insurance. We gotta follow what they're gonna pay, put numbers together to make sure they're matches. They also wanna add extra stuff to our work, and hopefully we can get that too and help them out and get them out of that pickle as soon as possible. Hey, my boy out taking a break. He's like, bro, I'm taking a break. Relax. I used to work for somebody. I was used to be like 17, 18. We went to do a job for somebody down the street, and we were coming out of that light, and this guy that was driving me, I guess he was drinking, drunk with the homeowner. It was already like 9 o'clock at night. I'm just the co-pilot, I'm going home. And he's an older fellow, he's just chilling. And I see him make a left, and he was going the wrong way on that lane right there, on that street right there. And then I'm like, I wasn't paying attention until I saw the flashlights from other cars coming towards. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, it's about to kill me. And I didn't realize he was drunk. He had just divorced his wife. He was going through a lot of stuff. Anyways, he almost killed my ass. Wow. All I can say about that is everybody has his own struggles. People have struggles with alcohol, weed, sugar, food. When you abuse it and you start driving, alcohol is an addiction. Weed is an addiction. Whatever you allow to control your life, that's an addiction. All right, coffee time and bagel. Regular coffee, hazelnut, 20 ounce, cream, bagel.
Gotta have a Wawa.
One thing you're gonna notice, my freaking sign flew off on 95. I don't want to talk about it. So this is the job site where we add in an extension to the house. We're doing a master bedroom extension on their existing driveways. The framing is done, the roofing is done. They're completing the siding now. But also, did you know that the return on investment on this particular type of work, for example, an addition, bathroom and bedroom, it can yield up to 55% of the return on investment? Did you know that? See, this is what happens when you give the order to the vendor or the supplier. For small jobs like this, the material count should be fairly tight. Big job, the problem with that is sometimes you're better off getting extra material instead of getting people to go back and forth to the store, which is going to cost you more money. Give and take, but big builders such as, national builders, those boys have their material count to the T. They got the bandwidth to get a programmer, engineer, and be like, you're gonna need 1 2x4 in that corner and that's it. If somebody cuts it by mistake, they're like, oh man, and they can check the records and be like, no, that 2x4 was ordered, somebody wasted that 2x4. Yeah, you just gotta be careful with material extra because that's profit. All right, the time is around 11:15. What we're doing here is making sure everybody's following the schedule, everybody's staying on top of time. So 45 minutes later, after a long drive on 95 South, we're back to the other job site. You guys don't see that, it's a lot of driving. It takes grit, boys. It takes grit, let's go. That was a quick walkthrough of that particular job. We're painting today, getting it ready. That's gonna be for sale on the market within the next 4 weeks. Now, we drive another 45 minutes to the next job site. There must be a nail here somewhere. Let's go. Lunchtime, baby. Lunchtime. So, what did we get today? We got a hot hoagie, chicken strip, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles. Sort of healthy, but not a lot of carbs. Not everybody likes to do this. Not everybody likes to pay the price to work with different businesses. Spend 3 hours already just driving. You want to create something in life. I personally think you have to have grit. Just kind of put your head down and just focus on what you want to do. If you really want to create something, you want to create an extra income, more income, or just extra opportunities for yourself and your family, you do have to pay the price when it comes to working, driving, and just connecting with new people and getting to know new people and just helping people. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. So some people are disabled, they can't work, or something happens. I understand that, but if you have the ability to walk, to talk, to touch, to grab, you have endless possibilities here to do what you want in reality. And the more people you help, the more opportunities you get. We're almost there. Let's go.
The second gated community today.
I know. So this community is a lake community, which means they have access to the lake. And one interesting thing about this particular lake is this. This lake is fake. They created this lake for a nuclear power plant for the state of Virginia. Is the water safe? Are the fish safe to eat? We'll find out 100 years from now, baby. So a lot of people don't trust the fish from this lake. And the funny thing about that is I just acquired a new customer that he works at the nuclear power plant. And he bought a house here. We're building a garage for him. Small world. This particular house is a waterfront property. We're about to back up in there, boys. All right, guys, so this is the lake house where the homeowner actually built an addition and remodeled the house. He unfortunately had to fire the contractor that was doing this work. He left it to this point, and now we're finishing up completely. We're trying to get him in this house as soon as possible. This was supposed to be a 6-month project, or maybe 4. It turned out to be a 12-month project. So this type of work, this type of things happening more often, I'm noticing, because I'm like, yeah, I could hire somebody, and now I fired them because they didn't know what they were doing. That's why we gotta be very careful with our name and our quality. All right, so the most used siding is the vinyl siding, which is plastic. This one is hardy cement, more expensive. So this type of siding here, this is called board and batten. You see how that looks? That's board and batten. It looks cool, right? Yeah, it's cool, expensive. Look at this massive garage. Massive. First mistake that I personally see this. See that trunk line? They put it right in the middle of the garage. That's where your motor for the garage opener is gonna be. Should have put it on the side. Somebody else did it, not me. We gotta put the mini split unit here for the garage. So this is the existing house and this is the addition. You see this? This is the old house and they converted this ceiling higher. So tomorrow they're gonna spray foam the whole ceiling up there. And on top of the garage, they have bedrooms and a bathroom. Bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2, and each bedroom has a bathroom. Even the mechanical room has a use for it. See, this is the things you gotta understand. So they put drywall here, but they put the filter here. So if you can't replace your filter because there's a wall here. Somebody else did this. So this type of stuff you gotta watch out for when you're doing remodels and additions. They can move the door, but it's not gonna be centered. Ooh, you gotta frame around this. So the good thing about it, they already passed inspection. We just gotta close it in. I'll be back here tomorrow. And this is just bad framing. I think this is like on drawings and pictures, this design looked cool. But when it came down to it, somehow this is like a leftover spot for nothing. It's a full house on top of a garage. All right, guys, so that is a very nice project to do, and I can't wait to show you the progress on that particular house. Now we're heading to the office to do some paperwork, which is my nemesis. Everything else, paperwork is my nemesis. Growing up, I always wanted an office job, just chill out. Now I'm like, I don't like office jobs because it's boring. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you mañana. Adios.